Welcome to a full week of eating. I'm super excited to bring you through what a typical week of eating looks like for me while I'm trying to gain lean muscle. You'll notice that although I try to include some diversity in my meals, I do often stick to similar foods, especially when it comes to my breakfasts and my snacks. So let's get right into it with breakfast number 1. On Monday, I started my day with protein oats, as well as my typical morning routine of greens, creatine, vitamin D, and fish oils. And of course, I can't forget my pre-workout coffee. Then right before heading to the gym, I had a rice cake with jam for that quick boost of energy. For my post-workout meal, I had a bagel with ham, cheese, and spinach. I also tried a sunflower seed dip for the first time, and it was so good. I highly recommend it. It was a good balance of carbs, protein, and fats to really replenish my body after a tough leg day. I also have such a sweet tooth, and I always feel like I have to finish off my meals with something sweet, so after lunch I had an apple to satisfy my craving. Now when it comes to dinner, this is where I really like to get creative with my meals, so here I made a yellow curry with noodles, chicken, and a bunch of veggies. It was so tasty. And then I finished off my night with something sweet, which was Greek yogurt with oats, bananas, and maple syrup. Moving on to Tuesday, this day I started with an earlier workout, so I got in some quick carbs before going to the gym. Before going to workout, I love eating while watching some sort of fitness YouTuber to get me in that right mindset. Pretty sure I was watching Gains by Brains here. And of course, I had to finish off my morning coffee to get that gym energy in me. When I got back from my upper body day, I decided to make myself some protein pancakes. Basically, it's like a variation of my protein oats, but with a few different ingredients like egg, pumpkin seeds, and maple syrup. Pretty sure I'm going to share this recipe in an upcoming video because it's just so satisfying and I would love for you to try it. A few hours later, I made myself some lunch. I basically just threw together whatever I had in the fridge, so it was a mix of quinoa, veggies, chicken, and that yummy sunflower dip. And then a little something sweet, and this time it was chocolate. For dinner, we were in a bit of a rush, so I tried this good food pre-made meal. Honestly, it was very tasty, minus the raisins because I just don't really like those overall. But it was a pretty low-calorie meal for me, so I made sure to have a more calorie-dense evening snack, which consisted of homemade high-protein energy balls, and I will share that recipe in the description. Alright, moving on to Wednesday. As you'll see this week, I was obsessed with my pre-workout meal of a bagel with cream cheese and jam. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't eaten it since I filmed this. I always seem to have a different food each week that I just obsess over, but what never changes are my oats. For my post-workout, I made my typical protein oats, but I baked them in the air fryer. I had never tried this before, but it was so worth it, and I will definitely do it again. Now Wednesday was a heavy leg day, and I needed lots of carbs. So for lunch, I had another bagel, but this time with ham, egg whites, cheese, and sriracha. It was quick and it was easy, but it was incredibly tasty. I had a big work meeting this day, and for some reason, I always like having something to sip on during meetings. I didn't want any more caffeine, so I treated myself to this delicious juice from the Village Juicery, and I felt so healthy drinking it. For dinner, we had air-fried firecracker salmon, and then on the side, we made this brown rice pasta with pesto, onions, and spinach. And as always, I finish off my night with something sweet, and this time it was high-protein chocolate pudding. Surprise, surprise, I am starting my day with this week's go-to pre-workout. If you haven't tried cream cheese with jam, here's your cue to give it a go, either on a bagel, but it's also really good on a rice cake. And I guess I was really hungry this morning, so I had a Greek yogurt before going to the gym. Now, for my post-workout, of course, I had my protein oats. Though I love having oats every single morning, I really enjoy how customizable they are. I like changing up the flavor either with a different kind of protein powder or with different fruit and spices. This time I made apple pie oats, so I chopped up some apples and topped the oat bowl with some Greek yogurt as well. This is typically my most calorie-dense meal of the day. I just love it so much. It's filled with healthy carbs, healthy fats, and a very high amount of protein. With this added Greek yogurt, there's approximately 45 grams of protein in this meal alone. Okay, so I probably have this lunch about once a week. It's basmati rice with tuna, sesame oil, sriracha, cucumbers, coconut aminos, seaweed, and everything but the bagel spice. Definitely give this one a try. This day was a good day because it was air fryer flatbread night. We honestly just got the air fryer the weekend before, so we were going a little crazy trying it for a bunch of different recipes, but I am telling you, it did not disappoint. I used a garlic naan bread for the base of my flatbread and then topped it with pizza sauce, cheddar cheese, salami, and mushroom. It was so good. I then finished off my night with that high protein chocolate pudding that I had the night before. Basically, I use half a scoop of protein powder and then half a pack of fat-free chocolate pudding mix, but you could really use any flavor of pudding that you'd like. I also use a 0-calorie sweetener. This one is white chocolate flavored and it's very, very tasty for healthy baking. And then I sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on top. Now the trick is to add in almond milk little by little to make sure that the batter stays nice and thick. Now I just love this nighttime snack so much because it's only 150 to 200 calories, but so high in protein and definitely hits that sweet tooth craving. Alright, we are heading into the last day of the week. It's Friday, and of course I'm starting my morning with my protein oats, but this time I put bananas on top. My pre-workout meal was a bagel, one with cream cheese and the other side with Nutella because I've been craving it. For lunch, I had an omelet with ham and veggies and then a side of sweet potatoes and cucumbers, and then I had a snack that consisted of Greek yogurt with cinnamon and that 0-calorie sweetener. Now I did record the rest of my food because I was spending Friday night with friends and I was just living in the moment. But we ordered shawarma platters, which consisted of chicken, rice, potatoes, and veggies. I also had a handful of mini eggs as well as 2 glasses of red wine. If you enjoyed this full week of eating, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.